What's going on, sunshine? We're going to go ahead and get into your message. Only take the part that resonates, leave the rest. So you got some blessings heading your way. However, you are currently going through a cycle. Karma's definitely paying you a visit. Your confirmation is going to be 1919, seeing 1010, or seeing 6666. You may also even see 88 or 7171. It's going to be a confirmation to the message. All right. 555. Things are about to change. You're leveling up during this time. Now, it might not feel good initially, but it is preparing you to handle the greater things in life that are headed your way. So, a lot of change and transformation taking place. A series of zeros, darling. Spirit said trust your intuition, but you have limitless possibilities. So changes are headed your way. Spirit is wanting you to push through during this time. Push through those challenges, obstacles. Okay. Spirit is wanting you to create space because some shit is about to pop off. This change is taking place and it's pushing you into this level up sooner than you anticipated. Look at this. Things are happening sooner when you focus energy on you. So focusing that energy on yourself, by April, you will have limitless possibilities, limitless potential. So change is currently taking place. Spirit is wanting you to create space for it so that it can happen sooner rather than later. Things are beginning to look good for you. So you got to focus all your energy on these new beginnings, on this level up. Smiley face, mirroring energy. Look at this, mirroring the energies around you. This is about connection, okay? And being optimistic when it comes to this connection. All right. So endings are taking place. Prepare for that in the month of April. So let's find out. You could be dealing with a Aries. You could also be dealing with a Taurus. I'm also picking up on there being a reset that's taking place. You could also end up connecting with someone whose name is Joy. I do feel as if May 30th will be significant, so that's Gemini season also. Spirit is saying be patient. Okay. An individual is feeling like time may be running out. I'm also picking up on some of you guys may end up finding items that may have been buried around your home or while you're walking. There could also be some digging around your home, and that could be like a utility company. They smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. So you got people smiling in your face. Spirit is wanting you to be patient. Mirroring. Magician. Okay. So this is a time of manifestation. And I also feel as if you're not the only one who got some things in progress, in the works. And these are two major arcanas. 141 may also be significant. You could end up noticing that time on the clock. That's going to be a confirmation to this message. Spirit is wanting you, baby, smile throughout this process. Because a lot of changes that you have been hoping for are taking place, but you're going to have to be patient. And patience is a virtue. Ain't that what they say? But at times, you being patient and trying to push through, it can be challenging. I also feel as if this is about connections. Okay, so you are manifesting positive relationships. You have a lot to be optimistic about. I am picking up on someone being apologetic. I also pick up on an individual wanting to make up with you. And that is because they know that you are in a position of authority. You are stronger through your connection with source. And somebody else is realizing this. 333 will also be a confirmation. 369. Oh, yeah. What you are manifesting is going to help you to rebuild. This could even be to restore. I hear the word repair. So some of you guys will be making some repairs. But I also feel as if it is through a connection that you have with someone that may actually put you on, put you in alignment. Oh, put you in alignment with your assignment. That's what I hear. And justice. So you do have a contract. Okay, here you are being optimistic. And again, it brings balance into your life. You could be dealing with a Libra. I also feel as if those of you who are Libras, you are, Spirit is revealing things to you during this time. You can be optimistic that you are going to get justice. I also see someone manipulating a relationship in hopes of the two of y'all working things out. And that's not just for Libra. Spirit is saying, look, be patient because things are coming together. And your ex is very manipulative, which you already know this. I do feel as if someone could have crossed you. And when you look back at this person, especially those of you who are women, if you're looking back at a past situation, you could have had a family with this individual, this person, you could have been in a relationship with them. You see this individual as a manipulator. Like they're willing to manipulate people to get shit their way. But this person is soon going to regret this because things have changed. And if this person is connected to a family member, this individual may try to contact your family member and see if they can kind of help them out with the relationship between you and them. Now, we've picked up on that energy before. So this is going to be someone who is persistent, and this is also something that is taking place sooner than you expect. March 11th may also be significant, especially when it comes to a contract. Some of you guys may be signing some legal documents around that time or taking care of legalities. I do see a Libra going through the healing process. Bottom of the deck, moon energy. When it comes to a contract, some of you guys may be getting blessed through this contract, and it's going to take some time because the opportunity was offered to someone else. But you will end up being the one that's blessed with it because I don't feel as if that situation works out. So that explains why you end up connecting with someone and it's like they put you on. I feel as if this is a relationship where the two of you complement each other. And I also feel as if someone, so let's say this is a contract where someone has to respond within a certain amount of time. Let's say it's a bid, okay, for business. An individual doesn't meet the deadline, and it's like by default, you end up winning that bid because you are prepared. You have everything that you need. Now, I do feel as if once the opportunity is presented to you, that's when this third party, they're going to try to come in and they're going to try to make things right. But it's going to be too late. And this is going to be after the month of June. Definitely around like the 3rd through the 9th of the month, when that third party is going to try to come in, try to make shit right. But you already have the contract. It's set in stone. And in fact, you may end up, by the time this person tries to come back around to solidify the contract, you've already been working the job for 30 days. I also hear 90 days. Things change. You're happy. Shit's coming together a lot sooner than you anticipate. What is Spirit wanting you to be patient with other than this situation? Okay, you have support not only from your ancestors, but also from your community. The opportunities that you are walking into is a part of your calling. You may also have to get very creative when it comes to your work. But yeah, this is definitely a level up. Okay. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make that shit happen. If it's something in the possession of another person, it's also available to you. So remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. Spirit is wanting you to trust your intuition with this situation. Moderation is key. Again, patience is key. 111 will be your confirmation. Okay. So April is when it's going to happen, and not a second sooner. Look at this right up under that. Divine timing is at play. Okay. So shit is looking good for you in the hood, boo. You just have to be patient and go through that transition process or the process of change. And again, that also looks like things ending. Look at this, ending a relationship with the soulmate. This is going to happen at the end of February. That's when you're going to start to see a lot of synchronicities. So you're going to have to save this message and come back to it. And for some of you guys, this shit is kicking off around the 28th of the month, 29th of the month. Temperance, 8 of Wands. So be patient when it comes to communication. Somebody sees your messages. They are reading them, reviewing the things that you have said. And based upon the conversation that you have had with someone, that shit is manifesting in the physical. So if this is a situation where you've been telling somebody like, you know, I'm trying to make things happen, I'm going back to school, or I'm taking classes, or even the housing situation, like I'm looking into some housing. I know a lot of people are going to want this property. They're going to take it off the market, snatch it up. Shit's still going to work in your favor. And this could even be you submitting a story, or giving someone just kind of like some basic information about who you are as a person, and it sets you apart from everybody else. So if you end up bidding on a home and you find out there's multiple bidders, you know, you may end up sending the homeowner a message like, you know, I have 5 children. We love the neighborhood, especially the schools in the neighborhood. You know, we're family oriented. I feel as if that really sets an individual apart. If this is pertaining to a bid or a job opportunity, you have to be patient. You've already had this conversation with someone pertaining to the work that you are wanting to do, pertaining to your calling. Shit is in the works. Make sure you check your text messages and emails. I also feel as if through this communication that you have had with this person, that's how shit begins to manifest. So you're being patient, you had a conversation with somebody, and then boom, that shit hits. Magician, what is it that you're manifesting? Look at this. A come up, increase, abundance, 7 of Pentacles. So when you sit back and you review shit, you see things in your life improving. And when you address the issue with this person, they may get upset, but then they're going to try to make it right with you. Now, I do see somebody wanting to talk about your ideas and how the two of you can move forward. And look at this. You have an apology. I told you somebody is going to try to make things right with you. But it's not until after you address what's irritating you. Now, I do feel as if, again, this person is going to be overly sensitive. This could be someone who is emotionally immature or younger than you. And the crazy part about this is you've been talking to this person and you've been talking about these issues for some time. You see minor changes, and then you just see somebody completely fall off, and then the next thing you know, shit is back to the problem that you are already dealing with. Back to the same shit. I do pick up on someone who could have impetigo. Okay. Clarify justice. I do see a child apologizing to an authority figure. Knight of Pentacles. Shit's stable for you. You may also be in this power position to where you may have someone apologize to another person. Like, look, I don't like your attitude. I don't like your behavior. What you said wasn't right. I need for you to apologize. If this is a bid or work related. Your finances will be stable within the next 11 days to 11 weeks. For some, by Libra season. I do feel as if those of you that are in a relationship or you talking to someone, I do see this person looking back through the messages that the two of you have sent each other. You're going to get justice. That person is going to apologize to you. This person also has hypertension. This is also someone who has a tendency of sweeping shit up under the rug, but they can't sweep these problems up under the rug because it's gotten to a point where other people are starting to ask questions like, damn, are they intentionally targeting this person? Are they intentionally trying to get up under your skin? Because this will be the type of person, they always got something to say about you, but you don't even speak on them. You can definitely tell the bitch is pressed, okay? And everybody else is starting to see the bitch is pressed. Because shit'll be cool, shit will die down, it won't be chaotic. And then all of a sudden, there's a peak, okay? And that peak may be, maybe y'all exchange words or y'all go around each other and you notice that person, they don't say hello when they walk in the room to everybody. But then you notice that shortly after, shit seems like it's cool. Things have dropped. Next thing you know, more problems. And I feel like this time somebody takes it way too fucking far with some shit that they said. I do feel like somebody is sitting back reviewing some shit that an individual has said also. And the more that they sit back and review it, they like, yeah, you need to make things right. You need to apologize. And it's justice again for you because this is also someone who does not like to admit when they're wrong. You do got a solid work contract. I see you being happy. Spirit is like, look, be optimistic about this new employment or new opportunity in your work sector. And I do feel like people are going to end up reaching out to you when they see shit start taking off for you. That's when you're going to get apologies. But this is also individuals who now feel like they need you. Example, that Glorilla shit. Y'all know we don't too much get into all of that. But I feel as if it's going to be a similar situation with some of you guys. When somebody sees shit take off for you, like they didn't believe in your dreams, they didn't believe that you would be able to manifest whatever you have been saying you've wanted for some time. Once that shit pop off, now all of a sudden you getting text messages and phone calls from people that you haven't talked to in a while. Here they are apologizing. Here they are wanting to make up with you. Can we just brush things up under the rug? Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Aries. Confirmation. Okay. Now, I do feel as if someone will have to give a presentation. This could also be a time where you guys are working on your finances. Devil card, honey. What's going on, Capricorn? So someone could be talking to a Capricorn. I do feel like if you had a conversation with someone in Capricorn season, that's a confirmation to this message. The conversation you had in Capricorn season, it's going to manifest sooner than expected. And for some of you guys, that sooner than expected is April. Especially if you keep feeling like, damn, something in April, something big is going to happen in April. I also pick up on an individual, oh, they toxic, honey. They conversation, just the things that they talk about. It could range from manipulation to flat out lying, gossip. And when you sit back and you review things, that conversation, it's just like, yeah, that person, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to fuck with you, okay? Because you've changed. And when you're creating space for positive things in your life, you don't have room for bullshit. 10 of Wands in reverse. So ask and ye shall receive. If you have asked for assistance, you are going to receive that assistance. You're also about to let go of all of those frustrations that you may have had with this situation. Someone could be a massage therapist. Okay. If you are a massage therapist, you're going to have a masculine energy proposition, you honey. He's going to ask you if he can have 2 masseuses or if he can get a 2-for-1 deal. Spirit said, don't be going above and beyond right now, because you definitely have somebody who can be very manipulative, again, to get what they want. I also feel as if those of you who have been carrying the weight of everything on your own, that's about to change also with this 10 of Wands in reverse. You're getting that assistance that you have been praying about from Source. Page of Cups. Queen of Wands. Okay. So here you are taking action. Confidence is key. I'm also picking up on childhood friends. Or some of you guys could be friends with a fire sign woman. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, this woman is going to end up making the news, or her child is going to end up making the news. I also feel as if that is going to be an opportunity to repair a relationship. And 10 of Pentacles. So you getting attention, it's definitely going to cause some issues within the family. Could be some family disagreements. And I'm telling y'all, if this is like cousin or something, look at this shit. Cousin, aunt, uncle, their significant other, they're going to end up divorcing that person. They just bring too many problems. Someone is realizing how unhealthy their relationship with their partner is. And didn't I tell you 10-10? 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Separation. I do feel like individuals who have been together for a long time may end up separating. And I'm telling you, one of y'all about to sign a contract. And this is going to be a contract that lasts for years to come. This could be a 5-10 year contract. that you end up signing. And it's not until you get that attention, that contract, that it causes problems with family. For some of y'all, as soon as you get a contract, you and family, they done fucking with you because you won't help them. But shit, you had to be patient in the process. Some of y'all was pretending like you was happy when you really wasn't happy because of all of the changes that were taking place. What is the message for the viewer? Spirit, what is the message for the viewer? A child. Now, you got a Queen of Pentacles. They play too much towards Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. You care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. So you have been called to help others. Some of you guys could be going to go see a stage play also. Okay. But this earth sign likes to play a lot. Beloved, when it's time to set aside work for a while, don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So Spirit is telling some of y'all, look, you need some time for yourself. You may be dealing with some burnout. This is an opportunity for you to go and do something fun and then come back with this renewed mindset. Now, this Queen of Pentacles energy, she's worried about her assets or her financial situation coming to an end. And she's thinking about that. So this could be somebody who knows that like their job is laying people off. And they just got this feeling like, damn, they gonna be next. Or if this was someone who was taking care of a relative, and let's say this relative is older or sickly, and they're getting paid to take care of the relative, they're trying to figure out what is gonna be their next move after that relative passes away. And you, for those of you who have a business or your job is hiring and you can get somebody in because you are connected, you know the supervisors, you cool with the hiring manager. This person is thinking of themselves and the limitless potential that they have. Now, I do feel like that earth sign, yes, they have a lot of potential. But possessions mean more to that person than people. They're fixated on designer goods, material possessions. Okay. So since we keep picking up on career, let's just find out. Spirit said budget. Okay, create a budget. You're going to have to stick to a budget. Be careful of somebody also trying to finesse your ass out of money. You is too beautiful, too wise, too spiritually connected to be getting finessed. Okay? So your hobbies are about to change. Those of you who were struggling with inspiration, look, harvest season is here. You will find yourself being inspired to try something new, or trying something new may actually inspire you to explore a hobby. Daycare. Okay. So some of you guys could be thinking about opening your own daycare. Again, there's a connection to children. You may end up working with children, and you have medicine woman. You are called to heal children or people that are younger than you. You're called to restore the body, mind, and spirit through natural therapies and holistic approaches. Somebody is also thinking about like starting a gardening or a community garden. That's going to bring in a lot of prosperity. And what do you have? Job performance review come April. Okay. Be careful not to be a liability. Be that asset that you know you can be. What is your spiritual message? What do you need the viewer to know? Crown chakra. Enlightenment. Okay. You're aware to what's going on. Pay attention to the transformations that are taking place. And you may have to sacrifice an earth sign. This earth sign could have also sacrificed you. Okay, I do see some shadow work that is taking place. And this earth sign is definitely feeling defeated. They may be coming to the realization that they're going to need to do some shadow work before the two of you are able to really connect. Okay. So, some shadow work, clairvoyance, white magic. So you know what's going to heal this situation. I do feel as if there's an earth sign who may be hearing or talking to spirits from the dead. Realm of the dead, limitless possibilities in April. Okay, could definitely be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. A wasteland. This person has a hardened heart and they have this self-seeking. This is someone who they have some self-seeking behaviors. It's all about them, but check this out. They play with fire and their ass gonna get burned. So you know what it's gonna take to heal this situation. You've done a lot of shadow work. Some of you guys, this is a time where Spirit is wanting you to protect your crown chakra. And you will be able to tell whether or not someone has changed their ways. I do see you receiving pictures in the form of images in your mind. And you know why somebody is trying to bring y'all back together or work on the relationship now. Because again, it looks as if someone is going to be able to benefit from your prosperity. Or at least that's what they hoping, baby. All right. Thank y'all so much for your love and support. I hope you have a wonderful night, darling. Bye, boo.